Hi Capricorn, come on in, welcome. This is going to be a general reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, so I'm not looking for anything in particular, but I will talk about whatever it is that I see. I'm going to start with some oracle cards here, whatever comes out for the overlying message or theme, just a lens of perception for you to look through at this reading through. And then I will use oracle cards to lay out a message, and I will use tarot for additional clarification and confirmation. And I am going to end the reading today with some message cards for you from the universe. So let's take a look, Capricorn. What do we have for you? What guidance, clarity, messages? What does Spirit feel like Capricorn needs to see or hear today, please? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Or anyone who feels drawn to watch this. Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn, please, Spirit? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all costs. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all costs. You are really focused on getting into the flow. Reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. There's something that has happened in your life. You could be working on reframing this and trying to get in the flow. You could not quite be aware of this yet, but the message is to reframe your perception, to recognize that this is happening for you and not to you, and to get into the flow, to recognize and realize that the life is a river and it is always going to flow. You just have to learn to flow with it and not try to fight against the current. To recognize that whatever this is happening for you and your growth and not to you, and to not fight against the flow, but to learn how to flow with it. Let's see. What else do we have for Capricorn? Guidance, clarity, additional messages. What does Capricorn need to see, hear, or understand, please, Spirit? What do we have for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Okay. Crown chakra, the unlimited self. I feel like you are connecting with your higher self, connecting with your truth, your understanding, getting enlightenment. I feel like you could be just coming into a knowing, like not really knowing how, just having an understanding, connecting with yourself, recognizing the unlimited flow of life. Beyond the mind. Yeah, you're traveling beyond the mind. You're getting out of your monkey mind, your perceptions of things. And I feel like you could be doing a lot of meditating or doing yoga, something physical with your body that allows you to move beyond your mind. There's something about whatever this is that you're doing physically that is allowing you to move beyond your mind and connect with your higher consciousness. And I feel like this is helping you to connect with the divine flow, to see the bigger picture, to understand that what you have been experiencing is happening for you and not to you. Capricorn, what else for Capricorn, please? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Any other messages for Capricorn to be Spirit? Surrender, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the same thing. Surrender. Voluntarily suspending yourself. And I feel like it could be through yoga. Could be some form of dance, bodywork, movement that you do. Could just be metaphorical. But this is about surrendering to the flow. Recognizing that you are part of the flow and that you are beginning to surrender and allow yourself to move with this. Got 3 and I'm going to take them. Starseer, Aether, the seamless, unspeakable. Wow, very similar to, could be Virgo, maybe Taurus. I don't know. It could be an Earth theme today. Starseer, you're having revelation, a recognition through this surrender of your higher purpose, of the path that you were on. I love this card. There's this huge aspect of yourself, spirit, your higher self. And then there's you in this physical realm, and you are heading up this ladder, climbing towards enlightenment. You will pass through this portal and gain this clarity. To the seamless, unspeakable. I feel like passing through this portal, climbing this ladder in the flow, recognizing you are exactly on the path that you were meant to be, that you had this experience to help propel you forward on your path, is bringing you to this understanding of the seamless, unspeakable. It's like this passing through this portal of awareness, connecting with the flow of life, is connecting you in an unspoken sense, like just an understanding, like I feel like through osmosis. It's just like you pass through this portal, this mark, this demarcation of your progress, and when you pass through, all of a sudden so many things just become clear to you, just become known, understood in an unspeakable way, felt, seen, understood, but cannot, you don't have the words, you don't need the words to express it. There's just an understanding. And something about this understanding is going to bring about this incredible freedom for you, this release of your soul, no longer fighting against the flow, but flowing with it and having the freedom to move about in any direction, because dragonflies, they move up, down, back and forth. You're going to be free to go in any direction once you get through this, once you have surrendered to this flow and come to this understanding. It's going to be incredibly, incredibly freeing for you, for your mind, for your spirit, your understanding. Bottom of the deck, Starseed Elemental. There's something about you, something magical, something very significant that you are here to do. You are going to have, I feel like through this, an epiphany, a discovery, a recognition, or even a remembrance of, what it is that you're here to do. I feel like this happened to you, not to you, but for you, to put you on this path to reconnect with your true purpose, what it is that your soul is calling out to do, so that you can free your soul to express and to be and to live fully as your soul, your higher path, what you and spirit determined together before you came here, what your purpose is. And this is going to be incredibly freeing for you. Let's take a look at the tarot. What else do we have for Capricorn, please? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for Capricorn with additional clarity, confirmation, messages, understanding? For the crown chakra, Mother of Wands, you, Queen of Wands, very, very, very passionate individual you are. You have a lot of spark and motivation. Something about you is very charismatic. You could be a Capricorn, Sagittarius, Cusper. This is fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be, but definitely there's something about you that is very maternal, and male or female, mothering, very protective. There's some idea, could even be this idea that you are very protective of. You are ensuring that this egg, this idea, this new thing that you want to grow is protected in its vulnerability. What else for Capricorn, please? Five of Cups, Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords, holy moly, and the Two of Swords. This has been hard, Capricorn. Whatever this was, whatever you are having to reframe and see in a different light and surrender, it has been hard. Five of Cups, a lot of feeling of loss, guilt, sorrow, remorse, something very, very difficult, very emotional. You could have been stuck in this energy for quite some time. With the Nine of Wands, it is something that I feel set you on a path that, on this path, which has been very difficult, a lot has been lost along the way, but you have managed to hold on to and protect that which is truly valuable. What you feel is something, what you feel stirs your passion, and you have made it to the top. You have overcome this, but it has been difficult and you feel betrayed. I feel like it's like you knew your truth, you worked through this, but your mental, I just feel like you were betrayed by someone, that it started this whole thing for you and was incredibly painful. It is over. Like, you couldn't even see this. This is very graphic, but this bull's pierced through the eyes with this sword. And I feel like there was a period, and you may still be in this, where you couldn't even see your way because this was so painful and so difficult. Um, but now you're at this place where, without your vision, you have gone within. And it is about making a decision. It's about shutting off the influences of the outside world in order to truly connect with your higher self, your truth, your intuition, and to make a decision. It's also about having made that decision, taking that moment, centering yourself within before you step forward steadfast in your truth. And I think your truth, what you're stepping forward with, is this decision to surrender, decision to acknowledge that this didn't happen to you, but for you. And your decision to surrender to this flow, because you are recognizing that this divine flow is the path that you are to be on, and that it is taking you somewhere that you are intended to go. And you know this intuitively. You know this from your higher self. Let's see here for Starseer, Aether, and Freedom. I love this card. Came up in the last reading too. Four of Pentacles can be about lacking mindset. It can be about holding on to something tightly, not ready to share it yet. This card in this deck in particular, to me, really talks about the balance and alignment between the spiritual and the worldly. And the spiritual and the worldly. This is you in alignment, in balance, in flow, in a state of surrender, allowing the flow to happen. Feel like you are through this surrender, finding this balance within yourself, finding your way, finding your path. Strength. I love this card. I feel like you, at this point, like the strength that you are going to emerge with, the understanding that you're going to have is going to allow you to, you are ferocious. And you could be, no, actually, I mean, it's the card of Leo. It doesn't have to be, but it's you. I feel like the lion can be so ferocious and fierce and wild, or very calm and contained. And I feel like you are recognizing your internal strength. You are recognizing the strength that you have, but also how strong you are able to be in your calm is what I'm really feeling with that. Very calm, very loving, very, part of the pack, nurturing. There's something about this strength card and this Mother of Wands. And again, it is fire, but that is so similar to me. There's could be something that you're growing, nurturing beyond yourself. I mean, I do feel like you're doing that for yourself. There's something else. You could be pregnant. You could be caring for a child, or someone who needs your help, who's not able to care for themselves. But there's so much love and tenderness within your strength. And Judgment. I love this. This is beautiful. Freedom. Judgment. This is waking up and recognizing your divine calling. This is a reunion of soulmates. There could be someone coming in that you are going to work with, that you had to go down this path in order to encounter. It's also making a decision. I feel like you're going to pick a path for yourself that you feel like allows you this freedom. And it's very spiritual to me, this energy. Can be very tangible in your life as well, but there's something very spiritual about this freedom that you're going to experience. And again, another flyer. We have the dragonfly and we have this dove on the top of this card. Can you see that? With their wings spread. Very similar images to me. But you are going to, through this process, you are going to recognize your life's calling. You are going to hear that trumpet blow so clearly, and you're going to take flight and follow this because you know that this is your calling. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. Excuse me. Balance, charitable giving, equal give and take, receiving, being open to receive as well as to give. There's a natural, balanced flow in the give and take. Being in the flow. When you stand back and you allow the flow to happen, when you surrender and gain perspective, there is a recognition of the ebb and the flow, and that it's going to continue to ebb and flow. There's a natural give and take in life, and you're aware of this. You're becoming aware of this. You are surrendering to this, and you know that what has gone down will come up. But you're making some incredible breakthroughs through this process, some incredible growth for you, development of your strength, of your compassion, and of your pride. You have every right to be proud of who you are. I don't think that you have to worry about being, I'm not even going to say it, but I feel like there's a need for you to be proud of who you are, to recognize that it is okay for you to be proud. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing egocentric about that. Not for you, I feel, not for you. But you're going to recognize your calling. I love this. This is beautiful. I'm going to get a couple of messages for you from the cosmos or spirit. What do we have for Capricorn, please? What additional messages does Capricorn need to hear, please, Spirit? Ask wonderfully, receive graciously. Ask for what you need and be open to receive it. That's that natural give and take. It is there for you. Say yes to your open door. Your door is going to be open. Say yes, seize it. Cut away what is no longer needed for you. I see that right here. You cutting away what is needed, no longer needed for you. Could be something within your mind, your thought processes or constructs, but cutting away, that's very clear right here. Cutting away the sorrow, cutting away the burdens, cutting away the feeling of betrayal, and surrendering to move forward, to heal from this. Cut away what is no longer needed for you, because I'm telling you, you're not going to need that where you're going. And you can't get where you're going if you are holding on to this. Wow. All right, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that this resonated for you and that it helped. If you want to help me out, thumbs up, share, comment, subscribe. Any of those things help my channel, and in any way that you want to help support me, I appreciate. And in any case, I truly enjoy spending this time with you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that I see you again. Until next time, love and light.